The people of Punjab have spoken. Polling has ended for all the 117 assembly constituencies in the state. The border state has seen high voltage political drama over the last few months, and now a whole new political landscape has emerged, with the BJP contesting without its long-time ally, the Akali Dal. A Congress veteran, Captain Amrinder Singh, been unceremoniously removed as Chief Minister, floats his own party and then joins hands with the BJP. And there's AAP emerging as a big challenger in this multi-cornered contest. The voting turnout was up to 5 p.m. at 63.4%.
A day of weddings in Punjab, but that didn't stop people from turning up in large numbers to vote. Polling booths saw a high turnout. Does that mean Punjab is ready for a change? For leaders like Chief Minister Charanjit Channi, who is contesting from 2 seats, the day started with a visit to a Gurudwara and a temple.
पंजाब का भला हो, पंजाब की तरक्की हो, पंजाब में आने वाली सरकार बहुत अच्छी बने। आगे परमात्मा की मर्जी, अब लोगों की मर्जी है। हमने सब कुछ अपनी तरफ से ज़्यादा कोशिश की है। अब जो लोग चाहेंगे, जो परमात्मा चाहेगा।
As the day progressed, allegations and barbs flew between rivals, with Chief Minister Channi accusing the Akali Dal and the BJP for getting support from Dera Chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim, and Aam Aadmi Party's Raghav Chadha claiming many incidents of EVM malfunctioning. Aam Aadmi Party candidate Labh Singh, contesting against Chief Minister Channi, was attacked in Badhaur constituency. Actor Sonu Sood was accused of trying to influence voters when he visited some polling booths in Moga, his sister's constituency. His car was impounded. Barring a few incidents of minor clashes among party workers, the poll in Punjab was largely peaceful.
Though voter turnout in Punjab is reportedly lesser than what was recorded in the previous polls, but Punjabis did come out in numbers to vote for the new government. And now what they expect is that whichever party comes to power should focus on resolving all those issues which have been plaguing Punjab for decades. In Mohali, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.
And 59 constituencies spread across 16 districts in Uttar Pradesh voted on Sunday in the third phase of polling in the state, and all eyes were on the Karhal seat. That is in the Yadav family stronghold, from where the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav contested his first state election. The BJP has fielded Union Minister SP Singh Baghel against him. The SP has lost the seat just once since the party's inception in 1992, and the voter turnout at 5 p.m. stood at 57.3% in 2017. At the same time, it was 62.1%.
At 59 UP seats across 16 districts voted in the state's third phase today, all eyes were on Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav, contesting his first state election from Karhal in family stronghold Mainpuri. The former chief minister voted nearby in his village Saifai, as did his father Mulayam Singh and formerly estranged uncle Shivpal, who is also contesting from Jaswant Nagar. The UP BJP chief Swatantra Dev Singh also voted in this phase.
महंगाई पे ये बोलना नहीं चाहते हैं, बिजली महंगी होगी बताना नहीं चाहते हैं, इसलिए जनता नाराज है, इनके खिलाफ मतदान करने जा रहे हैं। सबसे ज्यादा सीटें समाजवादी पार्टी की होंगी और सरकार बनाने जा रहे हैं। पहले 2 में शतक लग चुका है, ये 2 में और शतक लग जाएगा।
सक्षम नेतृत्व के नाम पर वोटिंग हो रहा है और कानून के राज कर पहली बार 15 सालों के अंदर जो अराजकता था सपा बसपा शासन में, आज 5 साल से लोग शांति से रह रहे हैं, खुशहाली से रह रहे हैं।
This phase is very important for Samajwadi Party. Many of the seats which are voting today were strong SP bastions.
In the 2017 assembly election, the BJP had bagged 49 of these 59 seats in West, Central and Southern UP, while the Samajwadi Party won 9. In the 2012 assembly elections on these 59 seats, the BJP had won 8 seats, while the SP had won 37.
किन मुद्दों पर वोट डाल रहे हैं?
विकास हो, गाँव का विकास हो, शिक्षा जो अभी बहुत नीचे चल रही है वो ऊंचाइयों पर पहुँचे।
अच्छा, ये एक दौर था कि जहां पति कहता था पत्नी वहां वोट डाल के आ जाती थी, तो वो दौर बदला है कि अब आप लोग अपने हिसाब से खुद डिसाइड करती हैं कि इसको वोट करेंगी कि इसको नहीं करेंगी?
अपने हिसाब चलेंगे। अब तो बेरोजगार हैं, महिलाएं भी हैं और इतनी महंगाई हो गई है, कुछ भी नहीं होता है।
A controversy during the voting in Kanpur, UP's business powerhouse. Pramila Pandey, the city's mayor, violated the sanctity of the vote, getting pictures clicked inside the polling booth and sharing them on social media. The local administration has filed a police case against her. Beyond the controversy, much color too. Two brides in West UP's Firozabad and Southern UP's Mahoba made their way to the polling booths from their weddings. This village in Southern UP's Mahoba, part of the impoverished Bundelkhand region, where the BJP won all 19 seats in 2017, refused to vote for a full 3 hours in the morning, angry over the absence of basic facilities, including a pakka approach. Much convincing by the administration later, the vote started. The vote in UP now moves to capital Lucknow and to the eastern part, where a similar pitched battle between the BJP and chief opponent Akhilesh Yadav is expected. With Sanket Upadhyay, Saurabh Shukla, Rajesh and Vineet, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.
And with just about 3 days left for polling in the state capital, the Lucknow city is featuring a high decibel campaign with star-studded shows, seeing big players hit the ground running. Now, after the Chief Minister Adityanath, Sunday was the turn of Akhilesh Yadav.
So today is a day of the road shows for the BJP as well as the Samajwadi Party. Yogi Adityanath, during a road show in Lucknow Sarojini Nagar, has charmed the people, and now it's turn of Akhilesh Yadav. In the background, as you can see, this is a rath that has been going and doing the rounds across the length and breadth of Uttar Pradesh. Today it is a battle for the capital, where Akhilesh Yadav, after casting his vote in Saifai, has now reached Hazratganj, the famed Hazratganj of Lucknow. Akhilesh's rath right here, where he is campaigning. A sea of support for him. A lot of people from the Samajwadi Party gathered here in a very, very busy intersection called Hazratganj. This is a long road show of Akhilesh Yadav, about 15 to 20 kilometers, and it is still not over. Late into the night, in fact it's 8:30, but the road show is expected to go on till about 10, which is the authorized time for continuing with the campaigning. That is Akhilesh Yadav's rath. Let me also tell you that it's not just the Samajwadi Party, but even the BJP carried out its road shows, because on 23rd, it is the big battle for the capital. With Rajesh Gupta and Osama Shah, Sanket Upadhyay for NDTV.
And staying with the election, the key meeting of opposition leaders took place. The Telangana Chief Minister met with the Maharashtra Chief Minister and the NCP Chief Sharad Pawar on Sunday in Mumbai. They discussed, among other things, opposition unity and the way ahead before the next polls.
In a fresh attempt at a third front, Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao today met Maharashtra Chief Minister and Shiv Sena leader Uddhav Thackeray and NCP Chief Sharad Pawar in Mumbai. A surprise member of KCR's delegation was actor Prakash Raj, a vocal critic of the BJP.
आज जिस प्रकार का देश चल रहा है, इसमें बदलाव आना चाहिए. आज हम दोनों के बीच में जो बात हुई है, उसका बहुत ही अच्छा परिणाम देखने को मिलेगा कुछ ही समय में. उद्धव जी का मैं निमंत्रण करता हूं हैदराबाद में. हम देश के दूसरे अन्य नेताओं से हम लोग बात करेंगे, खुलकर बात करेंगे. किस प्रकार का मतलब चीज़ बनना चाहिए, किस प्रकार का शुरू होना चाहिए, उसका जल्द से जल्द तय होगा. तब हम आपको बता देंगे, देश के सामने भी रखेंगे.
राज्यकारभार दूर राहिला, पण सुडाचं राजकारण हे अत्यंत खालच्या पातळीवरती सुरू झालेलं आहे. हे सुडाचं राजकारण ही काय आपल्या देशाची परंपरा नाही आणि हे आमचं हिंदुत्व तर अजिबात नाहीये. सुडाचं राजकारण करणं हे इसमें हमारा हिंदुत्व ऐसे नहीं है, बदला लेने वाला. तर ह्या गोष्टी जर का अशा चालू राहिल्या तर देशाला शेवटी भविष्य काय, भवितव्य काय.
After meeting Uddhav Thackeray, KCR met NCP Chief Sharad Pawar at his residence.
इन सभी से हमारी बात यही हो गई, डेवलपमेंट.
Speaking to the media, Telangana's Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao said that in the coming days, he'll be meeting many more like-minded leaders. While KCR has been trying to bring non-BJP and non-Congress leaders together, the Maharashtra leaders do realize that Congress plays an important role in the MBA government. In this scenario, it will be also important to see what is the Congress's stand on this meeting. In Mumbai, with camera person Ashok Mahadik, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.
Welcome back. Some news from around the country now. Parents and students from across Gurgaon are protesting the introduction of board examinations for Class 5 and Class 8 students across the state. Parents held a silent protest in Gurgaon on Sunday to oppose this move of the Haryana government, which the administration claims has been introduced to improve the educational standards in the state. But the parents are asking, is this the answer?
Parents and students in Gurugram holding a silent protest against the Haryana government's new policy of state board examinations for 5th and 8th standards. 10-year-old Ryan, a 5th standard student in a private school, says neither he nor his classmates had heard of boards examinations before this.
I'm in class 5th. I don't want boards. I want learning.
For parents like Shweta Manchanda, the biggest concern remains the disruption in studies that the sudden announcement of examinations has caused.
We all have chosen different schools, different methodology, different boards for a reason. We are very conscious parents who've made choices for our children to give them a certain kind of learning environment.
8th class student Soha Krishnamurthy says the announcement has left students barely a month to prepare for a new syllabus.
We're completely against this decision. It's being forced on us. There has been no discussion with the children. There's been no thought about what they want, what is best for them. The Haryana board has just decided that all children are going to be forced to give a board exam, which we are completely unprepared for.
Several parents across the state have been protesting the new rules brought by the state government which propose boards examination for 8th, 5th standards for all schools in Haryana. Same syllabus for exams irrespective of the school board. All government private schools asked to register with Haryana board before February. School associations on February 9th filed a petition in the High Court of Punjab in Haryana seeking a stay on the order. The first hearing was on February 10th and the court has reserved its decision on the matter until the next hearing on April 4th. After the outrage by parents and schools, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar has called for a meeting with the school associations on 25th of February to find a solution.
The decision by Haryana government is coming at a time when children across the country have mostly stayed at home because of the pandemic and have received learning through online means. And many of them have lost near and dear ones and are also struggling as far as the mental trauma is concerned. So while the government wants to improve the educational standards for these students, adding more layers of examination is not the only way. With camera person Ashok Mahadik, Akshay Dongre for NDTV.